shoebox full of heartaches tucked beneath the spare room floor. Cursive cries for mercy that'll never reach your door. The ink is blurred by teardrops from a Tuesday in July, when I tried to find the courage just to ask the reason why. They're just letters I never sent, paper planes that couldn't fly, confessions of a lonely soul who's too afraid to try. I'm screaming in the margins, bleeding on the page, a history of I miss you locked inside a paper cage. I wrote about the way you laughed and how the house feels cold, the stories of our future that will never now be told. I stamped them with a memory, but I never wrote the zip. I just held the match and watched the corner of the envelope drip. What's the weight of words if they never meet your eyes? Just a pile of pretty secrets and some well-rehearsed goodbyes. I'm recycling the pain until the edges start to fray, silently addressing everything I'll never say. They're just letters I never sent, paper planes that couldn't fly, confessions of a lonely soul who's too afraid to try. I'm screaming in the margins, bleeding on the page, a history of I miss you locked inside a paper cage. Return to sender, but there's no one there. Folded small, hidden well. Goodbye, my love. Goodbye, unsent. I check the ticking clock above our kitchen door, trying to steal a second that we haven't used before. We built a life on shifting sand, a castle in the rain, knowing every sweet hello was a mortgage paid in pain. We were living on the edge of a sunset fading fast, trying to find a way to make a temporary last. I knew the debt would come due, I knew we'd lose the light, just to love on borrowed time, until the end. you're drifting off to sleep. I've got secrets in the daylight that I know you couldn't keep. I check the world clock on my phone, a digital divide. While I'm chasing down the shadows, you're on the sunnier side. And I'm hanging on the border of a day that hasn't come, beating on a hollow heart like a rhythm on a drum. We're staring at the same old moon, but from a different view, waiting in different time zones, just to get back home to you. Your goodnight hits my coffee cup at 8:30 a.m. I'm replaying every message just to hear your voice again. The latitude is lonely and the longitude is wide. There's an ocean of tomorrow where our feelings used to hide. Is it yesterday in London? Is it midnight in LA? I'm losing track of hours as the colors turn to gray. I'd fly across the dateline just to steal a single hour, but the distance is a desert and I'm a dying flower. And I'm hanging on the border of a day that hasn't come, beating on a hollow heart like a rhythm on a drum. We're staring at the same old moon, but from a different view, waiting in different time zones, just to get back home to you. Tick-tock, you're sleeping. Tick-tock, I'm weeping. A world away, but right here, just out of time. I'm standing where the reception's thin, out by the coastal road, carrying the heavy weight of everything we're owed. I see your name light up the screen, a flicker in the dark, but the static's moving in to swallow every spark. And I'm losing you in waves, cutting through the air. I can hear you breathing, but I can't quite find you there. A broken conversation for a heart that's come undone. Just your voice through weak signal, just static, just ghosts on the line. I'm staring at the empty space on your side of the bed, tracing every whispered word and everything we said. The coffee's getting cold, just like the way you look at me. 1,000 miles of silence in this shattered galaxy. Now there's a heavy canyon growing deep between us two. I'm reaching through the shadows, but I can't get close to you. We're breathing the same air, but living worlds apart. Between us, the distance is the breaking of my heart. I see you in the hallway, like a ghost I used to know, holding on to memories but don't wanna let go. Your phone screen is a borderline, a wall I cannot climb. We're running out of reasons, and we're running out of time. How do we close the gap when neither wants to move, when every single heartbeat has something left to prove? The map is torn to pieces, the compass points to gone. I'm standing in the twilight, waiting for dawn. Now there's a heavy canyon growing deep between us two. I'm reaching through the shadows, but I can't get close to you. We're breathing the same air, but living worlds apart. Between us, the distance is the breaking of my heart. Between us, the quiet. Between us, we fall apart, just a breath away, but miles away. Stay, don't stay.